Hello, Joe here from Infiniti of Tacoma. Today I'm going to tell you about this awesome 2021 Tesla Model Y dual motor long range that we have for sale. This is one awesome EV crossover. I think it's probably, actually I think it is the best EV crossover out there. In fact, I think it's one of the best crossovers out there in general out of any vehicle, even gas-powered vehicles. We have a pretty good Tesla business at our store. Probably, I think right now we have about 10 pre-owned Teslas in stock. We have an S, a number of 3s, 3Ys. So if you're interested in Teslas, stop in. We'd love to talk about them, show you them, take you for a drive, and I think you'll really be blown away. In fact, a lot of times when people get behind the wheel of a Tesla and drive it, going back to a gas car, it's like going into a dinosaur. Just how smooth they are. I can just go on and on about how, you know, in so many ways these things are superior over gas-powered vehicles. You know, it's my belief that this is a matter of time before all cars become EVs. It's the way of the future. It's going to save you money on maintenance. It's going to save you money on gas. And this is one of the best ones in the business. We have a newly updated infotainment system. Tesla is the master of over-the-air updates. And the amazing thing about this vehicle, where a lot of other vehicles, you turn features on and off by fixed buttons and knobs on the interior. But the problem is when you have fixed buttons and knobs, they're there forever. You can't change them. But this is like a big iPad, so kind of like your iPhone or smartphone. You know, you can get a whole new update and it basically changes the whole user interface. It gains features, and this is a car that's constantly getting better even though it gets older. You know, a year ago it didn't have a lot of the features it has now that it got over all these over-the-air updates, and I can tell you that no one else is coming close to the amount of over updates that Tesla can do. And a big part of it is the way they build the vehicles and the software and the user interface. So much of the functionality is in the screen that it's infinitely configurable. For instance, they just had a new over the update where for Christmas, which gave you a whole different display for the infotainment system. It's a little bit more functional. Now we have a blind spot camera. You turn the turn signal on and now you have a view of your blind spot on the left and right side. That's amazing. Tesla is able to implement this and give this to you for free. A lot of other car manufacturers, it would cost them probably millions of dollars, and they'd probably have to, oh well, wait till next year's model when it's redesigned to add that feature. With Tesla, like I said, it's constantly getting updates, constantly gaining features. I'll try not to go too long. I have a tendency to go a little bit long on these Tesla videos. There's just so much to talk about. This one has 25,268 miles. It's a dual motor, so it has a motor in the front and a motor in the back, which makes it all-wheel drive. It also makes it really fast. 0 to 60 a little over 4 seconds. And also having those dual motors gives it the amazing traction of all-wheel drive. I've driven these things in the snow. Electric motors actually modulate power a lot better than gas vehicles, so very smooth, very good power delivery. The way the system, the car modulates the traction control system is quite amazing. I've never felt it in any gas vehicle how smooth the traction control system was. So definitely awesome in the snow. Autopilot allows you to accelerate and brake it within your lane. It won't stop for traffic lights. It won't stop for you know, stop signs. You'd have to upgrade to the full self-driving for those features. But if a car, you know, stops or slows down in front of you, it will go with the flow of traffic, and it will steer you within your lane. You know, this system's really mainly for highways or you know, stop and go traffic, not for back roads. Even though you can get the systems to operate on back roads, you have to be a little bit more vigilant. Premium connectivity is a great feature too. It's $10 a month. So basically it gives you streaming internet. So you have Google map views, quite amazing. You can stream music. You can also, let's see here, you can also watch Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok, and Tesla tutorials. We have an arcade. Look at all these games. Then we have the toy box, which you have, you know, the whoopee cushion. You have the light show where it plays music. You have a sketch pad. You can cut an album as a multi-track recorder. And another update is this cool feature. We have the Megaphone. So you can hear me talking a little bit. So that's a Megaphone update. Kind of silly, But you can actually also play, you can play ambient music with your horn. So if you're just chilling outside and you want a little ambient music, you can actually play music through your horn. You can create driving sounds. So when you drive around, it's just making ambient music. You can change the way your horn sounds. Like you can make your horn sound like a fart. You can make your horn sound like a goat. I'll roll down the window. I mean, I could have so much fun with this. Let's. Ta-da! Okay, you get the idea. Then we have an internet browser. Look at, there's our website right there. These are all the Teslas we have. And the browser works pretty fast too. Obviously, so basically it's like a cell phone transponder in your vehicle. That's how it gets the data. It's $10 a month, but as you can see, well worth it of all the stuff. Then you have the mobile app. This is amazing. You can see the location of your vehicle if someone else is driving it. You can see this is where we're parked. You can put the climate control on even if you're away from the vehicle, so you can heat it up. You have heated seats in the back, heated seats in the front, heated steering wheel. You have security, so you can pull up the security cameras and see what's going on in your vehicle. You can even talk through the horn to scare people away. Service is amazing. You do all your service and communicating and payment through Tesla Service, through this app. They also have mobile services in some circumstances. They'll actually come to your home or work to repair your vehicle. We have the parking camera. Man, I can just go on and on about this thing. Let's see how we're doing on time. Okay, I'm at 6 minutes. I try to keep these under 10 minutes. And it was really kind of cold this morning, but another thing about electric cars is this has an amazing heat pump. You don't have to wait for it to warm up like a gas engine. You have to wait for a gas engine to warm up before you have heat. It was a little over 30 degrees. This Tesla is covered with frost. I get in it and almost instantly I have heat coming through the vents because it does not need to wait for any engine to warm up for heat. And look at all this interior space, because the battery are flat in the floor. There's no transmission tunnel. There's no drive shafts. You have a nice spacious interior. Look at this big panoramic roof panel. Blocks out 98% of UV heat. So it keeps it nice and comfortable in here. The Model Y is based on the same platform as the Model 3, basically the same battery, same drive units, a lot of the same parts. But this has an SUV body versus a Model 3, which is a sedan. It's about 20% larger than the Model 3. And very safe. So if you look at the safety ratings for Tesla, it's quite remarkable. NHTSA, National Highway Traffic and Safety Association, I think that's what it stands for. One of the safest crossover SUVs ever tested by them. This has the lowest rollover risk out of any crossover SUV because of the weight of the batteries is so low. It's like a keel of a sailboat or one of those punching dolls. You know, if it rolls over, the weight of the batteries is just going to flip it back in the wheels. So not only does that give it amazing handling, sports car-like handling, but it makes it safe because you have one of the lowest rollover risks out of any vehicle. And when a vehicle rolls over, that really increases your chances of serious injury. So anything you can do to prevent a vehicle from rolling over really improves the safety. And then here we have a crumple zone that's 60% larger than a gas car because there's no engine here. So you have all this space to absorb crash energy in an accident, and then you don't have to worry about an engine getting pushed into the passenger compartment in a serious frontal impact. That'd be kind of bad. That's why this vehicle is safe, but it's not just the way it's built that makes it very safe, but it's also the software. The Autopilot makes this one of the safest vehicles on the road. When this is operating on Autopilot, any Tesla operating on Autopilot right now is averaging about 1 accident for every 4 million miles driven. Compared to a conventional automobile, it's about, right now the statistics are about 1 accident for every 500,000 miles driven. So this is a very, very safe vehicle. It performs amazing. It performs probably better than most other vehicles in its class. You're gonna have low maintenance costs. I mean, you don't have an emission control system, you don't have timing belts, you don't have spark plugs, you don't have a complex engine with valves and cams. Electric vehicles are very simple. You have a battery And then you have electric motors, which are very simple, not too much to go wrong on this automobile, and you have tons of factory warranty left on it as well. If you're looking for one of the best electric crossovers out there, one of the best crossovers out there, check out this Model Y. I think you'll be very impressed.